All right, so welcome to 12.2 on measures of central tendency. So what we're going to learn in this section is how to determine the mean for a data set, how to determine the median for a data set, the mode for a data set, and also the mid-range for a data set. So these are all four different measures of central tendency. So numbers that represent what is average or typical in a variety of situations are known as measures of central tendency in statistics because they're generally located toward the center of a distribution. Now, four such measures, as I mentioned before, are discussed in this section: the mean, the median, the mode, and the midrange. Now, each measure of central tendency is calculated in a different way. Thus, it's better to use a specific term, such as either using the mean or the mode or the midrange or the median, than to use the descriptive term average. So let's start with the mean. So by far the most commonly used measure of central tendency is the mean. Now the mean is obtained by adding all the data items together and then dividing by the sum of the number of the items. Now the Greek letter sigma, which is this kind of E-looking thing, is called the symbol of summation. And it's used to indicate the sum of data items. So the sum of x is read, the sum of x means that to add all the data items in a given data set. We can use this symbol to give a formula for calculating the mean. And we see that here. So the mean of the data items is going to be the sum of the data items divided by the number of data items. So the sum of all the x's divided by n, which is the number of x's there are. Now, the mean is symbolized by this x bar, and while the mean of an entire population is symbolized as a mu. Okay, so this is a sample mean, this is the population mean. Now, otherwise, unless otherwise indicated, the data sets throughout this chapter out only represent samples, so we're always going to be using x bar for our mean. So x bar is equal to the sum of x over n. All right, so our first example here says youth voter turnout. The frequency polygon in figure 1210 below shows the percentage of 18 to 29-year-olds voting in 7 midterm elections from 1994 through 2018. Find the mean percentage of youth voters turnout for this period, round to the nearest whole percent. All right, so our mean is going to be what? So X bar is going to be what? Well, we're just going to add all those together and divide by 7. So we know what's on the denominator because there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. And now we just take 22 plus 20 plus 20 plus 24 plus 20 plus 21 plus 31. So we'll add all those together and then we'll divide by 7. So let's go to our calculator. And so we'll put parentheses because then we can do it all in one step. So we can take 22 plus, then we had 20 plus 20 plus 24 plus 20 plus 21 plus 31. And hopefully we got all those divided by 7. And we get 22.57 as our value. So this gives us 22.57, and that's a percent. Now, notice it says round to the nearest whole percent, so that's going to be approximately 23%. Okay, so that's how we could find the mean of a set of data. Sum all of them together, divide by the number there are, and then if we have to, we round at the end. All right, so let's stop there and we'll come back for some more.